Welcome to Daddy Bits, your trade idea show hosted by yours truly, the Trading Daddies. I am your host, the Master Crayon Eater, and as always, my amazing co-host.
Bulletproof.
Bulletproof! Whoa! When did that happen?
Teflon John here. Hey, D. Shout out to D. If you're watching this, you know what I'm talking about.
Bulletproof, huh? Whoa.
Be dodging bullets.
You're a doyer. You're a doyer. You're doying bullets. Oh, man. Today was a good day at the market. We saw some really good bounces, some really strong bounces.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
there's a lot more to them, I feel, but today's episode, we just want to talk about some stocks or a stock that is primed for takeoff. But before we get to it, make sure you guys hit up our friends over at Bust Down Academy, bustdowninvestments.com. If you're not trading on a proper broker, then your gains are mediocre. Bustdowninvestments.com.
That was so
bang.
smooth. That was so
Bang,
smooth.
We banging out, bang, bang.
That was actually smooth. Oh, you're 2 for 2.
We bang, 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 bang. You gotta leave them nice for the rest of the weekend. You know what I mean? So make sure you guys hit up our friends over at bustdowninvestments.com. We'll get you going and set you on the right course. But before we get into the meat and potato of the show, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit that post notification bell, give us a nice preemptive thumbs up if you guys like this content. Because if you did not and you gave us a thumbs down, John,
Your mama belongs to the streets.
Send her back to the streets. She deserves to be on the streets. Right? Make sure you guys drop down in the comment section below the stocks you guys want us to cover, and let's get to it after this intro. All right, let's take a look at some member gains. Shout out to Matt with 154, eking some wins out. Solid trades. I managed to close my Neo puts that I swung overnight. Thankfully, they went my way. That's why we don't play earnings, and I'm gonna do a little bit of earnings.
You got away with that one.
I got out with some positive. That's a win for me. You know what I mean? El Shammy hit Palantir for 419. Pretty, very pretty. Ali with 750 on some Palantir calls. Took a 22 strike.
Wait, hold on. Ali did 750?
Yeah.
Well, he's showing was that 918?
918?
No.
Where was that 918?
He's showing 440, another 446.
Oh, okay.
Ali's just coming out of nowhere. If you're watching this video, man, like Ali just come out of nowhere.
The ninja. El Ninja.
Comes out when it's convenient for him.
Hey, you know what? He's a silent partner. We'll keep him there. We love the guy. The guy's awesome. But that's pretty much it for member gains. Make sure that you guys hit up our friends over at bustdowninvestments.com if you guys are interested in also realizing these potential gains. But the first stock that we want to cover is a review of yesterday's stock that we discussed. Not a whole lot happened to this stock. And actually, I'm liking it for a fairly good short. Let's take a look here. Hold on 1 second. It's not giving me. Where my chats? Where my chats, John? Where my chats?
What are you looking at?
Now I'm pulling it up right now. Sometimes StreamYard messes up real quick here. Let's take a look at this stock, DoorDash, right? And we did talk about how it's still, it's trading within that range, and I guess it is not ready.
It was rather disappointing.
It was very disappointing. Today we saw some downward pressure, and they did report earnings today, right?
Yeah.
So they reported earnings today. It was not positive. We're going to be going back and retreating into this range again for tomorrow. More pressure. We saw some selling pressure today, and then it damped. It dumped ultimately to 174. This right here, this 195 that popped yesterday, that was a bull trap. Classic bull trap.
Well, yeah. First of all, a lot of bulls that bought in yesterday were trapped because it hit a high of 195, as high as 195 after hours. So we thought there was going to be continuation, but obviously, you know, with earnings coming in, you know, there's a lot of uncertainty, especially if it's after hours. You know, a whole lot of things can happen. The drop happened, you know, half an hour after. So DoorDash, you know, it's still a solid company overall, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I think they got hit because they did up prices. You know, ride sharing, first of all, is up their prices, and that might have, you know, taken a hit in their bottom line. And I mean, they took a nasty loss last quarter. I think it was double than expected.
yeah.
Right, and then they did about 100 million in losses versus about $68 million in estimate. So even though the sales were in line, about 1.2 billion versus 1.08. Okay. Again, the market, you know, it's whatever the market wants, right? Yes, they did hit sales, but however, you know, the market still wanted to dump it. So who cares?
So more pain tomorrow here.
Yeah, it's going to gap down.
Yeah, it's going to gap down to 170-ish,
79,
around here, 179.
Yeah.
I'm liking it for a short tomorrow. What do you think?
179. Oh, if it's going to open below the 20, yeah, this is a short.
Yeah, and you have all that room to 168.77. The bottom Bollinger Band is a very, very beautiful short opportunity. It may take some time to get there. Right, we're not going to see magical gain tomorrow. Magical gains to the downside, but I think that Dash is a solid play if you're looking for a short opportunity, just to make some quick cash. You know what I mean? Just a nice little scalp.
Well, before we move on, so if this does open around the EMA 20, just keep an eye on the 9. It might get a small pop towards, you know, the first hour or so, but your full on ad for a short is around 183, 184. That's your top right there before it flushes down again. So your bottom should be at around 170-ish, maybe, you know, 169. But this should be a nice swing to the short side. So
yeah, we like that. And this channel, just to let you guys know, we're not perma bulls, we're not perma bears. We are omni traders. We like to eat on both ends of the spectrum here. So up we go, or down we go. We'll make some money somehow, right? We'll find this is the reason why we tell you guys that we find opportunities in every single stock that we look for and try to find value. Again, not financial advice. If you guys are following our trades, make sure that you guys manage your risk accordingly. And if you guys win, give us a nice thumbs up. If you guys lose, it's not like we didn't warn you guys. The next stock that we want to cover is the almighty Palantir. Palantir is, again, a long-term hold for John and I. And John, whoa, my guy.
Solid volume day today. One of the biggest volume days that they've ever done because, well, not really. Back in, let's see, February 18th, that's when, you know, the market was just, well, the tech market was just tanking, right?
Yeah.
I remember that day fairly, you know, I was just sitting on the bed and, you know, just wiping my tears like Michael Jordan. Now it's just texting you like, you know, hey, like, what's going on in this world? Like,
what is the meaning of life, John?
Like, should I start looking for a job?
What is the meaning of life, John?
But anyways, they had earnings. It was rather a surprising one. A lot of people didn't expect that, you know, they would post massive growth. And so for the chart right here, pull up the daily chart right now.
This is the daily right here.
The daily chart, you know, it's obviously above the 50. Jesus Christ! So someone's just not having a good day over there.
Yeah, sounds like it. It sounds.
I'll let you know. I do got 3 kids. You know. All right. So, and here, let's pull up the Palantir chart. It gapped up. All right. First 30 minutes when the market opened, we did call that, you know, the gap was going to get filled. It did. 23.50. Look at that.
To a T.
To the T.
To the T,
what is
my
that?
guy.
23.50.
Yep, right there, to the T. Right? That was the gap fill. That was definitely the gap fill that we needed. So tomorrow, Although we are trading above the Bollinger Band, there's massive volume. Obviously, when there's massive volume, the volume weighted average price comes up as well. Since we're above the Bollinger Band, expect a little bit of a rest tomorrow. We might see some sideways action. Notice that the EMA 20, the EMA 9 wants to cross over the 50. So as long as we stay within these levels, I would use 24.46 as your new level of support, right? And then and we still need to break 27.51 before we see more gains to the upside. John, what's your take?
I think this is it, man.
It is. Oh my god.
This is it, Chief.
This is it, Chief. Oh my god,
Like,
dude, I was like legit.
Can we
crying
just
this
go
morning.
back to like, in the 40s where everything was all dandy and like I didn't have to worry about my accounts.
Right here, we were like so euphoric. We were like, yeah, it's gonna go to 89 tomorrow morning, but no. No,
Hey, you know what?
Go to 89.
For the few followers, viewers that we have, hey, the bet's still on, $50 by end of the year.
Yep, that's possible. That's highly possible. So I think people are super excited. And dude, if you guys have a chance to take a look at the open interest and the options chains, bro, these are in the thousands.
Oh yeah,
Out the money
they're
calls
open
are
interest.
Yeah, dude, crazy, bananas. Crazy. I am like,
they're just
super.
Yeah, they're killing the options chain with data. That's it. Just because it's been on the same range since February. It's been going on for about 6 months now. Has not done anything.
It's just bananas. In my opinion, it's just crazy how
killed the premium.
is just it's crazy open interest. You know why? Because they're cheap.
Yeah.
They're cheap, and that's the reason. I mean, yeah, there's a reason why they're cheap is because we're still trading below 24.89, and the float's way too big.
It is a billion.
A billion still. So it is what it is. We'll just take it for what it is. And then the next stock that we want to cover. This is ready, John. Oh my god, it's so gorgeous.
The mouse.
The mouse is in the house. I looked at
this was nice. I mean, why would you bet against the mouse, man? Come on. They just reopened. Like,
it's a beat top to bottom. It is just every single category they made money off of. This is Disney, folks. You don't like Disney is woven into the fabric of every single American's lives. Like, you never said, I hate Disneyland, unless you're a miser and you're Ebenezer Scrooge, or you're just a nincompoop who just is a contrarian. You hate Disney. Get out of here.
You want to hear some numbers?
I do. I'd love to hear some numbers.
All right. So Disney reported for Q3, okay, Disney Plus paid subscribers. Okay, I'm one of them. Okay. They totaled up to about 116 million. They're up 57.5 million year over year. So it was 100% growth, damn near 100% growth. They doubled subscribers within a year, right? Hulu, Disney owns Hulu, by the way. Subscribers are up, paid subscribers are up 21% year over year. So overall, the streaming is, the streaming side, they're doing well. ESPN Plus, okay, remember, Disney has a huge stake on ESPN Plus. They're up 8.5 million year over year. So it's just insane how the streaming, they have another stream of revenue, right? And this is just streaming because the parks are reopening again, and obviously you've been to Disney a few times already.
Yeah, twice in a month.
Well, there you go. You're contributing to the cause right here.
Yeah, and now I'm getting some money back. It's just like, this is my refund now.
There you go.
Again, this is the reason why we say only invest in companies that you guys believe in and the companies that you guys see and it's part of your lives. Because let's take a look at it this way, right? I like Disney. I like to go to Disneyland. I subscribe to Disney Plus, right? And if I'm not trading Disney, this is like one way for me not to make that money back, essentially, right? So you could, if you really want to take your family out to Disneyland, trade Disney for a month, right? Make sure that you're following your trades, and then you can
Yep.
use those gains to go to Disneyland. It's a foolproof plan.
Win-win.
Right? Win.
Here, there is more. For Q3, their EPS, they reported 80 cents per share. Not a whole lot, but if you look at what the total float is, that's billions of dollars. And here, I'll break it down with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
They beat estimates. The estimate was 56 cents. Okay, so they completely demolished the estimate, and sales came out at 17 billion versus 16.8. So it's mind-boggling how Disney, the pandemic never happened for Disney.
No, it's a pandemic-proof business model.
Pandemic-proof. Isn't that crazy? A year passed, and Disney held its own.
Yeah, it definitely did. It definitely did.
And for the folks who if you don't support Disney, most likely you still do. If you watch ESPN, you're supporting Disney. If you're a big fan of Marvel, okay,
you're supporting Disney.
Are you supporting ScarJo? If you're supporting ScarJo, you're supporting Disney.
Yeah. No matter what you do, you breathe it. Like your kids love Disney Junior. Like
yeah, exactly.
Like there's no way for you to escape Disney.
You can't escape. Yeah, they're everywhere.
You can't. They're everywhere. So like long Disney, if you guys have shares, good on you. We're gonna open up tomorrow. I feel let's take a look at after hours here.
Gap up right here.
Beautiful gap up to 189, 190-ish.
I think there's gonna be some profit selling. Yeah, profit taking.
Oh yeah. There's gonna be profit taking tomorrow for sure. Yeah. We're gonna see it. Let's see what the gap fill looks like. We're gonna open up right around here tomorrow. Expect the gap to be filled at 179. Could see some sell off in the morning. I'll be probably one of those people before hopping into another long term position.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Disney.
Take your money, man.
Sense. Yeah, take your profits and run, guys. Right? Yeah, this isn't. We're trading out here. You got to trade something in order for you to collect money. You're not, you know what I mean? So expect the gap up to 189, 190-ish. We'll definitely confirm to see what pre-market looks like, because if pre-market gives us a flat open, right? As with most stocks that give us a flat open, it runs right after, out the gates too, right? So I would definitely be I would pay attention to what it does pre-market. If we see this gap up, obviously the Bollinger Band is going to open up a little bit higher. We might see a retreat inside. We've seen it multiple times that retested short-term resistance right now is 186.35, and obviously we're going to pop that tomorrow, and we'll definitely see more and pay attention to what needs to pay attention to your levels before making an educated guess to see what you need to do with this trade, right? But that's pretty much it for Disney. Any last words?
That's it.
Right, that is pretty much it for us today on Daddy Bits. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you guys hit up our friends over at Bust Down Academy, bustdowninvestments.com. Follow us on all social media. Follow me at John C. I keep saying that. Follow me at Trading Poppy. Follow John at John C. Trades. Trading Daddies for the both of us. TradingDaddies.com for all your news, your merch, and hit the subscribe button. Post the notification bell. Give us a nice thumbs up, because John, if they gave us a thumbs down, John. Your mama's a hoe. From the streets. She's a night walker.
Is it a night walker or
night walker?
A street. What do you call this? Isn't there another word, a term, street lingerer or something?
Like no, maybe a night walking beaver consultant.
Beaver consultant. Man, oh man.
Night walking beaver consultant. And drop it down in the comment section below the stocks you guys want us to cover.
Your last one. You know that meme when the beaver consultant goes up to the car and was like, for $50 I can do anything.
Yeah.
And then I would be like, what would you say? What would you say?
Spies at all-time highs. Do you think it's gonna go higher or lower?
You think Disney's gonna hit earnings?
You think Disney's gonna rocket even higher than 190 tomorrow?
For $50, I can do anything.
All right, cool. All right, cool. Do you think they'll stop short selling AMC? Oh man. So we're gonna be back on Saturday for the podcast. We have a very special guest for you guys. We're crossing state lines. We have a Discord member, Dead Presidents. That's gonna be amazing. That's gonna be a funny conversation, and we're gonna get to know more about him and his trading style and how he does it out in Detroit. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And that is pretty much it. Let's get trading. Remember, guys, that the charts do not lie.
Yeah.